So let's go back. I thought I had an eraser. Oh, here it is. Because I'm giving this with a little humor, but all of this is serious. All of this is very, very serious because we're talking about what exactly is the nature of the war that is being waged against us that we haven't understood clearly to date. But we are moving on understanding. If we understand the importance of the male genitalia, black male genitalia, as being viewed as that which can cause white genetic annihilation, we will understand the importance of the gun. Police officers. If we look at the front view of male genitalia, it looks like this. The lateral view looks like this. Just think about the lateral view for people who are far away. If you turn that around 90 degrees, what do you have? A gun. A gun. Guns are the most important thing in the white supremacy system and culture. Because the white brain computer says he has weapon, can annihilate me. Must create weapon, can do same thing. You see? In other words, the white genetic material is recessive. It cannot cause black genetic annihilation. But the white brain computer came up with gun. Can make gun. And what do they call the gun? The great equalizer. See, these terms are not idle expressions. We treat them as idle expressions, but they come from the subconscious because the problem, the fear of white genetic annihilation is not talked about overtly. In other words, you don't hear big discussions on TV, we are genetic recessive and we're afraid of white genetic annihilation. You don't hear that being discussed. You just hear everybody needs a gun. 200 million guns in the hands of people in this area of the world, and they're not just in the hands, or mostly in the hands, of people who are classified as black or otherwise non-white. So the great equalizer, and from that awareness comes the term justifiable homicide. Justifiable homicide, somebody might say, well, the definition of that is when you have to shoot somebody. The term comes from people who are in uniform in the white supremacy system and culture, who classify themselves as white, who see a black man and say, I thought he had a weapon. He does. That's where that statement comes from, at the subconscious level. I thought he had a weapon. And then they will say, I thought he had a knife. Or I thought he had a gun, but it comes from the deeper subconscious fear of genetic annihilation. There's no history, as far as I know, of black males in uniform killing white men and saying, I thought he had a weapon. Now, maybe that's because they see better. I don't think so. It's just that the same fear is not in the minds of black gentlemen. It is a fear that is resident in this particular power system and structure.